When they first found Ozur, he was lying motionless in the corner of a dark, filthy cell, his body little more than a collection of bones draped in tattered skin. The smell of decay was overpowering, mingling with the stench of neglect and infection. His eyes, wide but hollow, met theirs with a vacant gaze, eyes that had long since given up on hope, eyes that had learned to expect nothing but cruelty. His body was covered in wounds, gashes, sores, and infections that had festered for months. The sight of him nearly broke their hearts. They could see the deep, inflamed wounds oozing with pus, the damage not just to his body, but to his spirit. He was a living shell, fragile and broken, with nothing left but the faintest glimmer of life clinging to him. The vet moved quickly, but carefully. They started by cleaning the deep, painful wounds, scrubbing away dirt and grime, easing the pus that had been festering for too long. The stench was unbearable, but they worked with determination, as if each motion would somehow bring him back to life. Fluids were given to hydrate him, pain medication to ease his suffering, and antibiotics to fight the infection that was slowly killing him. "We can't push him too hard," the vet warned. "His body's too weak. It might not handle too much at once." They knew it was true. Even the smallest meal could cause his frail body to shut down, so they began with small, frequent feedings, slowly rebuilding him from the inside out. They kept him warm, wrapped in soft blankets, as if to shield him from the world that had done him so much harm. Days passed, and slowly, so slowly, Ozur began to show signs of life. His ribs, once painfully visible, began to soften under a layer of weight, his body starting to heal. The infections in his wounds began to clear up, the angry redness fading as new skin formed over the old injuries. But the scars would remain, physical and emotional, reminders of the suffering he had endured. When Ozur was finally strong enough to leave the hospital, they brought him home. It was a moment of mixed emotions, relief that he had made it this far, but a deep sense of responsibility. His journey was far from over. At first, he seemed uncertain, his movements cautious, his eyes always watching for the next hurt. But they were patient, giving him time to adjust, knowing he needed to learn to trust again. And slowly, as the days passed, something incredible began to happen. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel where you will find a lot of interesting things.